And if you're thinking it's too early, you should probably be aware we started building those houses back in April. Now, see, Halloween are basically in two phases here at Universal: getting ready for Halloween and tearing down Halloween. Because Halloween is big business here at Universal. You know what else is big business? What we do in these sound stages: television. See, what's funny is, when movies came out, the actors on stage thought movies weren't a great form of acting because you could talk and you could basically just use as many takes as you wanted. Well, then movies became accepted and then television got started. And everyone thought television was terrible because it was only 30 minutes long. Well, we were the first studio that realized they also come back year after year after year, which is a returning paycheck. On your left-hand side, are you ready? Your very first celebrity sighting. Check it out. Say hi to Ted. Anybody remember Ted's last name? He had to pick one in Ted too. His name is now Ted Clubber Lang. Yeah, he used the Mr. T character from Rocky III. Now he's holding up Hollywood's dirtiest martini to celebrate his Ted show on the Peacock streaming service. It's filming right now on the lot. We get to see it here very, very soon. We've been told it's a prequel to the Ted movies, so we're hoping to see the beginning of the Thunder Buddy saga from its inception. Now, the buildings you're about to see on the left-hand side several years ago might not have been as exciting because these are production bungalows. But now, with production companies like Seven Bucks Productions, created by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, many of our production companies and producers are just as recognizable as the actors that they put in movies. In fact, right over here on your left-hand side, you're going to see a very familiar kind of floating ball, which is the one for Wicked, because Mark Platt Productions are currently working on the movie musical Wicked in 2 parts, which is, of course, based on the story that was the prequel to The Wizard of Oz. On the left, building 5195. One of the most recognizable silhouettes in all of Hollywood history, because that office used to belong to Alfred Hitchcock. It now belongs to the De Laurentiis Corporation. They're the ones that brought us Dr. Hannibal Lecter, based on the same real-life serial killer as Norman Bates. I think it's an acceptable legacy to Alfred Hitchcock. On your left, these sound stages were built in 2016, used for the very first time for the NBC movie musical Hairspray Live, starring Ariana Grande and Monty Balio. However, they were recently used for the television series Kenan, starring Kenan Thompson and Don Johnson, but these sound stages are different than the ones we've been building for the last 60 years. These also have business offices and editing bays attached. Which means if you are a burgeoning filmmaker and you rented one of these sound stages, you could literally do all 3 parts of the production status inside that building. The front office is where you could be doing your auditions and all of your script revisions. The sound stage is where you're filming the movie. The editing bays in the back, well, that's where you're putting it all together to put it on film. Now, take a look to your left. You're going to see a little bit of our Metro sets. The one interesting thing about us being half theme park and half movie studio is we have 2 different busy seasons here. We just passed the busy season for the theme park, just in time to start the busy season for the movie studio. And we all know why, right? When do your favorite television shows come back on the air? The end of September and early October, right? Which is why they're filming right now. However, where do we tell you we are going to take you on this tour? Do you remember? Tell you we're going to take you behind the scenes, right? Well, welcome to